Hi, Nana. Uh, so as we are learning question bank related to water, so today we will go with the question bank 10. So which starts with the question number 29. Question number 29. So it is it's a calculation part. Okay. Now here the question is, a salt S has solubilities 125 grams per 100 grams of water at 80 degrees centigrade and 32 grams per 100 grams of water at 20 degrees centigrade. Okay, so that means a salt S. So its solubilities are given. The solubilities of salt at 80 degrees centigrade and also at 20 degrees centigrade are given as 125 grams per 100 grams of water and 32 grams per 100 grams of water. Okay, now we have to calculate the weight of salt solution at 80 degrees centigrade, which will yield 50 grams of its crystals at 20 degrees centigrade. So that is the question. Then how to solve such questions? In order to solve such questions, first of all we have to know what is solubility. Solubility means the weight of the solute or substance. The weight of the solute or substance present in 100 grams of water. The weight of substance present in 100 grams of water. So here a salt has its solubility is 80 degrees centigrade and its solubility at 20 degrees centigrade is given. That means at 80 degrees centigrade, so weight of the substance how much? 125 grams. 125 grams of substance is present in 100 grams of water. So 125 grams of salt S, 125 grams of salt S, okay, is present in 100 grams of water. Okay. Okay, so now that means the solution is having salt and water. So what is the total weight of the solution? So the total weight of the substance plus total weight of the water will give the total weight of the solution. So what is the total weight of the solution? It is 225. It is equal to 225 grams. What is this one? It is nothing but total weight of saturated solution. Total weight of saturated solution at 80 degrees centigrade. At 80 degrees centigrade. Total weight of saturated solution at 80 degrees centigrade is how much? 225 grams. Now again at 20 degrees centigrade. At 20 degrees centigrade, so the same 100 grams of water, it is able to dissolve 32 grams only. At 80 degrees centigrade, 100 grams of water is able to dissolve 125 grams, but the same salt at 20 degrees centigrade, 100 grams of water is able to dissolve only 32 grams. That means at 20 degrees centigrade, only 32 grams of salt S plus 100 grams of water are present in the solution. Okay, so how much it is? Total weight of the solution is how much? It will be 132 grams. It is nothing but 132 grams. What is 132 grams? It is nothing but total weight of saturated solution. total weight of saturated solution at 20 degrees centigrade. Okay, the total weight of saturated solution at 20 degrees centigrade is how much? This much. See, what is the meaning of this one? I will tell you. Suppose I have a solution. Listen carefully. I have a solution, this solution. About this one I am speaking. At 80 degrees centigrade. So what is the temperature of this one? 80 degrees centigrade. I have a solution. Okay, so in this solution, so what is the total weight of this solution? The total weight of this solution, so it is, so actually what is, how much amount of salt S is present? So if this solution is having 125 grams of salt, okay, and how much? 100 grams of water. 100 grams of water. 125 grams of salt and 100 grams of water. So what is the total weight? Total weight is nothing but 225 grams. So the total weight of the solution is how much? 225 grams. 225 grams. Now this solution, the same solution, if it is cooled, the same solution, if it is cooled, what happens? So, after cooling, so will the amount of water decreases? No, the amount of water does not decrease. The amount, because the water is not evaporate. Water does not evaporates upon cooling. Water does not evaporates upon cooling. Water won't evaporate upon cooling. So now this is about, now the solution is at 20 degrees centigrade. So how much amount of water is present? So here also 100 grams of water. 100 grams of water only. Sorry. Here also 100 grams of water only. So what we have done, we have cooled this solution from 80 degrees centigrade to 20 degrees centigrade. When any solution, if it is cooled, what happens? The substance which is dissolved in it already, some of the substance will come out from the solution. Some of the substance will come out from the solution as in undissolved form. As undissolved form. Some of the substance will come out from the solution as undissolved form, depending upon the solubility. Because 100 grams of water can dissolve 125 grams of substance at 80 degrees centigrade. But the same 100 grams of water can dissolve only 32 grams of salt S. The same 100 grams of water can dissolve only 32 grams of salt at 20 degrees centigrade. But this solution is having how much? 125 grams. This solution, when it is cooled at 80 degrees centigrade, actually it is holding 125 grams in dissolved form. But when this is cooled, the same solution, it can hold only 32 grams. Only 32 grams can dissolve in 100 grams of water. Then what will happen to the rest of the salt? Out of 125 grams of salt, only 32 grams of salt is present in the dissolved form. So the remaining salt will convert into undissolved crystals. That means this substance which is settled at the bottom, this substance actually it is in the dissolved form at 80 degrees centigrade, but when the solution is cooled to 20 degrees centigrade, this solution it is able to dissolve, this water is able to dissolve only 32 grams of this substance at 20 degrees centigrade. That means the solubility of this substance is 32 grams only at 20 degrees centigrade. That means only 32 grams will dissolve in 100 grams of water. Then what will happen to the rest of the salt? The rest of the salt out of 125, because already we have dissolved 125 grams in the solution and we have prepared this one, but the solution is cooled, it is cooled to 20 degrees centigrade. When this is cooled to 20 degrees centigrade, at 20 degrees centigrade, as only 32 grams can dissolve in water, so the remaining amount of the substance will come out. That means these crystals. So dissolved. So this is called as dissolved. Dissolved salt is 32 grams, and undissolved salt. Undissolved salt S. Undissolved salt. How much it will be? So 125 minus 32. How much it will be? If you remove 32, so how much is left over here? minus 32. 125 minus 32. Just you simply do this one. 3. Okay, so 12 minus 3 means it's 9. Okay, only 93 grams. 93 grams have come out. 93 grams of the salt have come out from the solution undissolved. So undissolved salt is 93 grams. 93 grams. That means when 125 grams, when saturated solution from saturated, so I'll write like this. How much saturated solution? What is the weight of saturated solution? 225 grams. Sorry. 225 grams of saturated. So this is what 225 grams. 225 grams of saturated solution. Okay. When cooled from 80 degrees centigrade to 20 degrees centigrade, okay, gives how much? 93 grams of salt in the form of crystals. Gives 93 grams of crystals of salt. Okay, so did you understand this one? 225. See here, how much amount of solution total? 225 grams. So 225 grams of this saturated solution when cooled from 80 degrees centigrade to 20 degrees centigrade, how much amount of salt crystals are produced? 93 grams of salt crystals are produced. Okay, right. So this one we could able to understand. So far we could able to understand. So now from here the question will start. So calculate the weight of salt solution at 80 degrees centigrade, which will yield 50 grams of its crystal at 20 degrees centigrade. So from this it is understood that when salt solution is 225 grams, it will yield 93 grams of crystals. It will yield 93 grams of crystals, or else it will give 93 grams of crystals. Okay, when cooled from 80 degrees centigrade to. So from this data, from this it is understood that if salt solution is this much, then crystals formed will be this much. Okay, sir. Crystals formed will be how much? This much. But here the question is, we have to calculate the weight of saturated solution at 80 degrees centigrade, which will yield 50 grams of crystals. So here actually crystals formed at 20 degrees centigrade. So at 20 degrees centigrade only the crystals are formed. So saturated solution, salt solution at 80 degrees centigrade. So that means at 80 degrees centigrade, this 225 grams of this substance, this solution, it is able to produce 93 grams of crystals at 20 degrees centigrade. So at 80 degrees centigrade salt solution, how much? If it is 225 grams, then crystals formed at 20 degrees centigrade is how much? 93 grams. Suppose if crystals formed at 20 degrees centigrade is only 50 grams, so the question is, which will yield 50 grams of its crystals at 20 degrees centigrade? That means crystals formed at 20 degrees centigrade is 50 grams. Then how much amount of salt solution is present at 80 degrees centigrade? So we have to calculate. What we have to calculate? Calculate the weight of salt solution at 80 degrees centigrade. So what is the weight of the salt solution at 80 degrees centigrade, which can yield 50 grams of crystals? Okay, suppose if 225 grams of saturated solution is taken, it is yielding 93 grams of crystals. Okay, but if you want only 50 grams of crystals, then how much amount of salt solution we have to take? Did you understand? If you take 225 grams of salt solution at 80 degrees centigrade, then it will yield 93 grams of crystals at 20 degrees centigrade. Okay. But if you want to produce only 50 grams of crystals, if you want to get only 50 grams of crystals, how much amount of salt solution we have to take at 80 degrees centigrade? Calculate the weight of salt solution at 80 degrees centigrade, which will yield 50 grams of crystals at 20 degrees centigrade. So now, we have to find how much amount of saturated solution at 80 degrees centigrade will give 50 grams of crystals. Will give 50 grams of crystals at 20 degrees centigrade. So with the help of this data we can find this value. So upon cross multiplication, then x will be equal to how much? X will be equal to how much? No? It will be equal to 225 into 50 by 93. X will be equal to 225 into 50 by 93. So how much it will be? It will be equal to 120.96 grams. 120.96 grams. What is X? X is nothing but at 80 degrees centigrade salt solution. So the weight of salt solution at 80 degrees centigrade, if it is 225 grams, if the weight of the salt solution at 80 degrees centigrade, if is 225 grams, then that salt solution is producing 93 grams of crystals. 93 grams of what? Crystals. Okay, at 20 degrees centigrade. Okay, suppose here if you take 120 instead of 225 grams, if you take 120.96 grams of the solution, then it will yield, suppose if this much amount of salt solution if you take, then the crystals yield will be how much? The crystals yield will be 50 grams only. So this is the data. So here finally we could able to calculate the weight of salt solution which can yield 50 grams of crystals at 20 degrees centigrade. So that means this much amount of salt solution, how much? 120.96 grams of salt solution can yield 50 grams of crystals at 20 degrees centigrade. Okay, so like this we can solve 29th question. Okay. Right now. Right, did you all understand all the things, all the steps? So once again just go through this concept once again. Okay, go back and go through this question from the beginning and try to understand how the problem was solved. Okay, right. Now the next question. What is the next question? 30th question. What is the next question? 30th question. What is 30th question? Remember that when temperature is decreased, generally the solubility of substances will decrease. So in the previous question, at 80 degrees centigrade, the solution is holding 125 grams. But at 20 degrees centigrade, the same solution, it can hold only 32 grams of that substance in dissolved form. Okay, so the remaining substance will be thrown out from the solution because it is undissolved. So how much is undissolved? 93 is undissolved. Okay, 93 grams is undissolved. So that is related to 29th question. Now we will start the next question. So what is the next question? So next question is 30th question. Solubility of potassium chloride is solubility of potassium chloride. Solubility of potassium chloride is how much? 50 grams. It is 50 grams per 100 grams. Per 100 grams of water. At 90 degrees centigrade. So what is the meaning of this one? That means at 90 degrees centigrade, 100 grams of water can hold only 50 grams of potassium chloride. That means at 90 degrees centigrade, 100 grams of water can dissolve only 50 grams of potassium chloride. It cannot dissolve more than 50 grams. It can dissolve only 50 grams of this particular substance at 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, so the potassium chloride's solubility is only 50 grams at 90 degrees centigrade. Okay, the solubility of potassium chloride is only 50 grams at 90 degrees centigrade. Right. Next, find how much, the continuation of this question. Find how much potassium chloride is. Find how much potassium chloride. Find how much potassium chloride is needed to prepare. To prepare 100 grams of saturated solution. To prepare 100 grams of saturated solution. 100 grams of saturated solution of potassium chloride. Of saturated solution of what? Potassium chloride. Okay, at 90 degrees centigrade. At 90 degrees centigrade. So this is the question. So find how much amount of potassium chloride is needed to prepare how much? 100 grams of saturated solution. So we have to find how much amount of potassium chloride is needed to prepare 100 grams of saturated solution. So what we are going to prepare? 100 grams of saturated solution. So for the preparation of 100 grams of saturated solution, we have to add water and we have to add potassium chloride also. So that means this 100 grams of saturated solution contains water as well as potassium chloride also. So now we will learn how to solve this one. So solution, that means answer. Alright. So first of all we will observe the first statement. So solubility of potassium chloride is 50 grams at 100 grams of water at 90 degrees centigrade. Suppose I have taken a solution, this solution, potassium chloride solution. So this particular potassium chloride solution, okay, it is having what? At 90 degrees centigrade temperature. So it is having what? It is having 50 grams. It is having 50 grams of KCl potassium chloride. It contains what? 50 grams of potassium chloride. KCl means potassium chloride. KCl, potassium chloride and potassium chloride in 100 grams of water. So what is the meaning of solubility? Solubility is nothing but the amount of this substance dissolved in 100 grams of water. So that means, suppose if it is 100 grams, if the solution contains 100 grams of water, if the solution contains 100 grams of water, if the solution contains 100 grams of water, okay, the solution contains 100 grams of water, then it will dissolve 50 grams of potassium chloride. So then what will be the weight of the total weight of the solution? The total weight of the solution will be 150 grams. 150 grams. So what is the total weight of the solution? It is 150 grams. That means 150 grams of solution, 150 grams of solution, it contains what? 50 grams of KCl. 150 grams. When total weight, of solution, when total weight of solution is 150 grams. So what is the total weight? So here 50 grams of substance and 100 grams of water. So together it will become the solution. Hence the total weight of the solution is 150 grams. So it contains 50 grams of KCl. Now in the question another solution is prepared. In order to prepare another solution at the same 90 degree centigrade only, but here we are adding some X grams of KCl. We don't know. So how much potassium chloride is needed? So some X, let us assume the weight will be X. So X grams of KCl to prepare 100 grams of saturated solution. So that means, so how much amount of how much potassium chloride is needed to prepare 100 grams of saturated solution? So what is the weight, total weight? So we don't know what is the weight of water also. Weight of water, let us assume Y grams. Y grams of water. Y grams of water. But the total weight of the solution is how much? 100 grams. 100 grams of solution. Because it is given as needed to prepare 100 grams of solution. That means, so what is the total weight of the solution? It is 100 grams. When total weight of the solution, in this case, when total weight of the solution, the same solution, here also potassium chloride solution only. Okay, so in both the cases it is potassium chloride solution. Potassium chloride solution. Here also potassium chloride solution. At 90 degrees centigrade, the same temperature, both solutions are at same temperature. When the substance is same and the temperature is also same, then we can easily compare. So how can we compare? We can compare like this. When total weight of solution is 150 grams, so how much amount of KCl is present? How much amount of potassium chloride is present? 50 grams is present. Then when total weight of solution, if it is 100 grams, when total weight of the solution, if it is 100 grams, then what will be the weight of KCl? So what will be the weight of KCl? X. Already we know. That means it 100 grams of solution. So what will be the weight of KCl? X. So upon cross multiplication, so X will be equal to how much? 100 into 50 by 150. 0, 0 cancel, 5 1s are 5 3s are. So 100 by 3, it is 33.3 grams. So X will be 33.3 grams. So that means X will be how much? 33.3 grams. So actually, so we have to find what is how much amount of X is needed to prepare 100 grams of solution. That means how much amount of potassium chloride is needed. How much amount of potassium chloride is needed to prepare 100 grams of solution. So how much potassium chloride is needed to prepare 100 grams of saturated solution? Okay, so did we get the answer? Yes, we got 33 grams. So how much amount of KCl needed? Therefore, the weight of potassium chloride needed is equal to how much? Is equal to 33.3 grams. Okay, needed. Okay, to prepare what? 100 grams of saturated solution. So like this we can answer to this question. Okay, right. So we will learn the other answers in the next video.